video is going to be a first impressions get ready with me on the Christmas Eve palette from Odens Eye Cosmetics. Now, I did actually use this palette yesterday, but since I've been working the whole weekend, I haven't really had too much time to film this first impressions, but I figured I would go ahead and film it today. So this is what the palette looks like. It's a stunning 8 matte 8 shimmer palette, and it just looks so beautiful. So I did use like the grayer tones yesterday, like these 3 shades, and I also used this silver shade yesterday, but today I'm going to be using completely different shades. Also, like, my mentality is that if I'm trying a brand that I am very familiar with the formula, it's not really as big of a deal for me to do a first impressions, or if it's not like my very first time using the palette on camera, because brands like ColourPop, Odens Eye, Nomad Cosmetics, I'm very, very familiar with Odens Eye's formula because I own like 8 of their palettes. So, and I knew that this palette was going to be spectacular because the one from last year is absolutely amazing. I still think I prefer the one from last year, but I was having such FOMO about not getting this one last year that I'm like, I really want to get it because, so that's what I ended up doing. I got the Merry Christmas one last year, and then I got the Christmas Eve one this year, and I think that made perfect sense. So I'm going to start with the shade Lemon Tart, or Limab Tart. I have no idea what that is, but... And what's funny is that I watch like the Great British Baking Show, and usually they feature a lot of exotic recipes, and I don't think they've ever actually made this on the show. Like, obviously for Odens Eye, these are going to be mostly like Swedish things, but sometimes the Great British Baking Show like features that kind of stuff like from other countries. So this shade is stunning. That's like one of the most unique kind of, it's like a sunflower kind of yellow, and that's really pretty. I like that a lot. So I think I might just do something more neutral today, or I might use, I was really thinking about using the deep blue, but I kind of wanted to save that for when I do more of a yellowy blue look, like next time I work on like this coming Friday. But I also really just want to use that shade. I might just use the lighter blue today. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to swatch them and see which one I want to use. So far that shade is performing beautifully. And also, I wasn't even sure if I was going to do a first impressions on this because there's so many videos up of this palette last year. Like, it's not like it's a new palette. But, you know, I still wanted to use it on camera. So I was like, I'll just use it today. It's not really a huge deal. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Softly. I don't know why it's called that because it's like a muted, almost like brownish olive tone. And I think that these 2 shades are very unique shades of like neutrals that they play beautifully with the other shades that are in the palette, but I still think I prefer the one from last year because I am just a warm tone girl at heart, and I've actually used that palette twice already this month. I used it on Black Friday. That's pretty much my Black Friday palette now. I did the same thing last year, and I think I used that palette all through Black Friday weekend anyway. So I really wanted to use this palette for work today and yesterday. So yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Mine was really, really great. I'm just going to be doing the eye look on camera, by the way. This is not going to be a full-on, you know, look and get ready with me. I'm going to do my base off camera, but everything else I'm probably going to do on camera. But yeah, it was a great holiday. Everything turned out so delicious. I just feel like we know what we're doing at this point. And me and my sister just really make sure that everything is done properly. And like my mom and my brother are always the ones that are worrying about everything, and it's like even my brother wasn't even that bad this time, and usually like I can't stand him half the time, but like he actually was not that bad this time. Last year it was awful, but this year I think it was pretty good. Like the food still turned out. Oh my god. Why is Siri picking up my voice again? Okay, and then for the outer corners, I think I do want to use the blue. Rhyming, Caitlin. So I think we're going to go into Christmas Eve, which is the deep blue. The only thing that I wish that this palette had was kind of like another option for a deepening shade. But this shade is stunning and it goes really well with all the other shades in the palette. I just wish that there was something like a little bit more, not exactly neutral. Like I wish that there was kind of like a blackened blue in this palette, or even like a deep purple would have been cool. Like I feel like there's just not enough deepening options in here for me. I mean, it's definitely doable, and honestly, you can just use 2 mattes in this palette and you would be good to go. I also feel like my voice is shot. I just am so tired from working this whole weekend and spending a lot of time with my family. But last night was the first night I could just chill, and we watched like a couple of shows, and then I read last night a little bit, but honestly, at 2 a.m., I was passing out. So I went to sleep at like 3. The past like few days before that, I was going to bed pretty late. So 3 a.m. is early for me. But I don't know. I really want to finish my book, Iron Flame. I just haven't really had the time to. I knew that Iron Flame was going to take me longer to read over Fourth Wing. But I'm hoping to get Iron Flame finished before November is over so I can start reading my other 2 books that I picked up. Those are going to be my December reads, and then my mom is going to get me the ACOTAR series for Christmas, and I'm so excited to have that series. And then I'm going to start reading that probably in January. Because after I read the 2 books that I've read next month, I think I will have read most of the books that I wanted to start out with. I do want to read more Matt Haig, though. I think I am going to go to into Blue Star. I don't think I can help myself. Or maybe we'll use Blue Ice. Maybe we'll do Blue Ice because I really do want to use Blue Star when I do the like bluish yellow look. But I can just use Fleeting Time, but I was going to use Fleeting Time tomorrow. Let me see how. I don't want to use this one. I want to use Blue Star. It's fine. We'll figure it out next time. I might just use the other gold shade next time. That shade is so stunning. Like, I couldn't resist using it today. It's just so pretty. It like shifts purple to blue. Oh, I didn't realize it shifted. You can't really see it on camera, but you can definitely see the shift in person, and it's really stunning. I knew that the shimmers in this palette were going to be stunning because Odens Eye shimmers are always stunning, but I also thought that, you know, the mattes were going to perform just as well, but I actually think the mattes in the Merry Christmas palette are just a bit richer than these, but these still perform exactly the way I expect Odens Eye ones to perform. They just perform a bit more softly, but I love that because this is more of a dramatic palette, so I feel like the softer mattes in this palette kind of work better for these, because the Merry Christmas palette isn't as dramatic as this one, because this is full of blues and purples and greens, and I feel like these are very wearable blues still. Like, don't be afraid of blue. Like, blue is the color that I'm the most intimidated by, but you can do like darker, smokier blue looks like this, and it really is a fun holiday kind of look, but also a great look to like go out and stuff. So yeah, so my Thanksgiving was great. I'm just literally so shot. My voice is gone today. And a lot of people called out from work today. It was supposed to be 5 of us, but now it's only gonna be 3 of us. And I don't even know if our sales associate can stay past 2 o'clock today, because he is a minor, and our, district manager had said to our store manager or our assistant, it's only me, my assistant manager, and our sales associate today, and that's it. My 2 other coworkers called out because they weren't feeling well. So I mean, I totally get like that this is the time that most people do get sick, because of this weather has been so extreme this is still the fall, and we're getting like extreme like winter temperatures. Like, it's been 30 degrees the past couple of days. Like, it usually doesn't get this cold. So I'm going to grab my base products and clean up the eyeshadow a little bit, and then we'll do the base. I'm sorry, not do the base on camera, but I'm going to do my base off camera, and we'll come back and finish the eyes. Okay, so now we're back, and we're going to finish up with the eyes. I'm going to tell you guys what I used later today, because I'm just running out of time. So I'm just going to use the shade Snow Light, and I'm going to put that on my inner corners. I have like so much glitter on my nose right now. But what I was saying about this palette and the Merry Christmas palette is that I think that these palettes are probably the best palettes that Odens Eye's ever done. I don't think that the new ones that came out are anything that I would be remotely interested in getting. I've also been seeing quite mixed reviews about the Snow Dream palette. The Hey Reindeer palette is getting better reviews, but the Snow Dream palette seems to be very inconsistent with the quality. And I noticed that when I got the Flora Story palette from Makeup Just for Fun, that palette was extremely inconsistent with the rest of the quality that I'm used to across the board from Odens Eye, because that palette was so ridiculously powdery with the mattes that I just don't enjoy using that palette, because I know it's going to be such work to try and use. But yeah, I had zero interest in the new palettes this year. I was like, I'm just going to get this one, because I knew that Odens Eye was going to re-release these. I had a feeling back in like October, after they teased this palette in like an ad, I was like, they're bringing it back. It was just like featuring some of their favorite palettes like that they've done, and I'm like, they're bringing it back. I was like, it'd be so stupid if they didn't. So now I just took that shade Blue Ice and popped it on like the first inner half of my lower lash line, because I still wanted to use it in some way, and I think that looks so pretty. And then for the rest of my lower lash line, I'm just going to go back into that shade Softly, and I'm going to run this on the rest of my under eyes. I always have such issues with this not staying though, but hopefully it'll stay today. I had such sparkle underneath my eyes yesterday, but my eyeshadow still looked really good, so It's not like everything completely fell off, so yeah, I need to hurry up. I have like no time. It always takes like me almost an hour to like actually film. Okay, I think that looks really pretty. Everything turned out really nice. I'm just gonna clean up the eyes. Okay, so I went ahead and just finished up my eyes off camera. I think it turned out so pretty. So I'm just gonna bronze up my skin with the House Labs bronzer. I've been using this almost every day. It's just such an easy, good bronzer that just goes on so easily. This is the shade Light Level 1. And again, I'll tell you guys what I used on the rest of my eyes later. But I have like just enough time to finish my makeup and then I have to go. But I am just so tired. I haven't really had much time to do what I want to do at night either. I just feel like when you get older, the less time you have to do anything like that you want to do. Like I just need a day where I can just read the entire day. That's honestly all I want to do. I do not want to see another soul, but I have obligations though, so I can't just do that, but I would like to. Now I'm using the Clarity Cosmetics like mustardy blush, but oh my god, it's so pigmented that you only need like a tap in the pan and your face is already covered. Like, it's insane how pigmented these are. I mean, it's good and bad because, like, I feel like if I build this up in any way, it's gonna be too pigmented, but they still last, like, all day, pretty much. Okay. And also, I'm seeing Wish on Tuesday with my friends because I haven't seen them in a while. I mean, I saw 2 of my friends that I'm going with like a couple of weeks ago. We went to me and my other friend's like favorite place to eat. So on Tuesday we're gonna go see Wish. We're probably just gonna go to Fridays before that because it's in that same shopping center. It's like a movie theater, Chipotle, Marshall's, Best Buy, I think is there. It just has a bunch of random stuff. I think it also, wait, I don't think it's a Marshall's. I think it's a Kohl's. Maybe they do have a Marshall's in that parking lot too, but there's like a ton of stuff there, but it's like a Fridays in the front of it. And we actually really like going there before we go to the movies because one, Fridays is easy and fast to eat at. We're going to have like a good hour there. So, because the movie's at 7:15. But the only thing about this theater that I don't love is that most of the evening shows now for this theater are only 3D. Like for the Marvels, I was thinking about inviting my other friend. So like my other friend can't really drive because she has epilepsy. So she can't really drive long distances. She can drive herself like back and forth to work, but mostly she can't really drive too far. So we go to her and go to this movie theater near her. But also, I have to wait for my other friend to get out of work at like 5. And my other friend is coming from Queens. So we end up meeting at this movie theater. And originally my friend was asking me to pick her up from the train station, the one that was coming from Queens. And I was like, I didn't know I had to pick you up. Like, I thought that she was just going to be driving out here. So then she ended up saying that she was just going to drive out here on Tuesday because it is a lot of driving for me since my friend that gets out of work at 5, he usually just meets me at my house and then we drive together. Like, he's the only one that actually ends up driving himself. But he drives here, so then me and him just go pick up my other friend that lives close to the theater. And that's all I thought that I was doing. But then she said that she needed to be picked up from, my other friend said that she needed to be picked up from the train station, and I was like, you know, that's just gonna delay us like so much. I was like, I didn't know I was gonna have to pick you up. Like, honestly, it would be easier if we went on a weekend, but Tuesdays are always cheaper. But my other friend keeps on asking me, how much are the tickets? How much are the tickets? I'm like, I haven't even bought the tickets yet. I have no clue. I haven't had time to look at fucking anything. All I checked was the movie times. I didn't buy the tickets yet. And she's asked me every day since we said we were going to go, how much are the tickets? How much is my ticket? I'm like, one, my friends could actually purchase the tickets. I don't know why it's always my responsibility to do it. And two, they could just look it up themselves and see how much it is. Like, it really is extremely annoying sometimes. It's like you just look at what time we're going and see how much it is. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I haven't even looked at how much they are yet. All I did was check the movie time. Because my friend knew I was working on Friday, and she decided to text me and ask me if I wanted to see Wish. And I'm like, yeah, I'll see it. I want to see that movie. And in the winter time, mostly me and my friends go to the movies because it's too cold to do anything else. So now for my lips, I'm going to use my Gucci lipstick in the shade Penny Beige. And that's it. Oh, yes. That's perfect for this look. But yeah, it's just going to be 3 of us today. I'm really hoping our sales associate can stay longer till like 4 maybe. But then after my assistant manager leaves, it's just going to be me. But I think he's going to stay longer. So I'm going to finish this up because I really have no time. So I will tell you guys what I used later. Okay, so hey guys, I wanted to tell you guys what I used on the rest of my face because like I said, I had to get to work today. I wore like this blue like V-neck sweater that I bought like a couple days ago, and honestly this sweater is so warm. I loved it. It kept me so warm at work. So I used my Makeup Forever liner in the shade Anywhere Black, and then I went in with my Gwen Stefani mascara on the top, and then my Lash Discovery by Maybelline on the bottom lashes. And then for my face, I went in with the Do It Spray and then the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and then my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation in the shade 110C. Then for my concealer, I used my LYS Triple Fix Concealer in the shade LG3. And then for my under eyes, I just used my Pat McGrath powder. And then the rest I did on camera with you guys. So yeah, that was my base makeup. So I really love how this look turned out. It might look a bit creased, but honestly, this blue on the lid was so stunning for the whole day, or most of the day, but I really just didn't feel like fixing up anything else. I probably should have put on some more liner. Let's do that real quick. I just want to take my makeup off though. I'm so tired. Yeah, that's a lot better. So yeah, I really am enjoying this palette. I've used it twice now. Sorry if that's cheating, but I love how this look turned out, and I'm probably going to use it tomorrow as well. I might work or I might not. I'm not sure yet, but we had somebody else call out tomorrow already, so for tomorrow. So yeah, this palette's beautiful, and yeah, that's it. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. Did I say what I used for my highlight? I don't even remember. I used the Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Illuminati. I don't remember if I even filmed that or not. But yeah, that's it. And it's a really pretty highlighter. So yeah, bye!